According to Alan Limon, Christianity is unique in that puts all of the work of salvation, of getting into heaven onto God instead of man.
Christianity is unique in that it puts all the work of salvation. Personal salvation is not something you have to work for or earn.
Christianity has its own origin with God. Other religions have their origin in humans. Jesus did not come to establish a new religion, he came to re-establish our relationship with God.
So Christianity is not about rules and regulations you must keep, but a personal relationship with God you can have as a gift.
To get into heaven, for example, in Judaism, you have to be righteous and you have to engage in deeds of loving kindness to others. To attain nirvana in Buddhism, for example, you have to walk the Eightfold Path.
To get into heaven in Islam, you have to perform the 5 pillars.
In every other religion, the work and the responsibility is on you. But Christianity is the only religion where God is the one who does the work to qualify man to enter into heaven.
Christianity is focused on the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Christianity is an Abrahamic monotheistic religion. Monotheism is the belief that there is only one deity, an all-supreme being that is universally referred to as God. The Christian faith centers on beliefs regarding the birth, life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Christians believe that there is only one God, whom they call Father as Jesus Christ taught them. Christians believe in justification by faith. Prayer is the means by which Christians communicate with their God.
Christians may believe in many different things about the power of good and evil. The Roman Catholic Church teaches that God is all good and perfect, that He perfectly loves, and that He has the power to do anything. For Christians, goodness is following the path of Jesus, being good to everyone, and doing what is right and just in the eyes of the Lord. And simply evil is refusing to do so, refusing to love and serve Him, and refusing to follow His commandments.
Various teachings of Judaism have often been regarded as specification of the central idea of monotheism, which is to worship only one God while denying the existence of other gods. It has been believed that the Creator of the world has freely selected the Jewish people for a unique covenantal relationship with Himself. Judaism differs from other religions in a way that Jews do not believe in the prophets after Jewish prophets, including Jesus and Muhammad. They do not subscribe to the idea that Jesus was the Messiah and the Son of God, nor do they believe in the teachings of Islam.
In Judaism, evil is opposition to God. Without it, humans would not be able to get the opportunity to grow in goodness. Mankind has to develop righteous character in order to overcome temptation. The teaching of Yeshua understands human nature as needing a total transformation that is initiated through belief and obedience in the Messiah. Evil is perpetrated by Satan under God's command. Satan is permitted by God to tempt us because by fighting against evil, we are working towards the ultimate goodness, and that is what God requires of
The
mankind.
types of Judaism. First is the Orthodox Judaism, the religion of those Jews who adhere most strictly to traditional beliefs and practices. Next is the Hasidic Judaism, a conservative branch of Haredi Judaism. The word Hasidic comes from the Hebrew word chesed, meaning loving kindness. Hasidic Jews believe that prayer and acts of loving kindness are means of reaching God. Reform Judaism, a religious movement that has modified or abandoned many traditional Jewish beliefs, laws, and practices in an effort to adapt Judaism to the changed social, political, and cultural conditions of the modern world.
So let's move forward to the next type of Judaism, which is the conservative Judaism. According to Red Hapler, a historian, he stated that conservative Jews are often viewed as a midpoint between Reform and Orthodox Jews. The standard of conservative Judaism is focused upon ritual purity, reading kosher, and following Jewish law. Reconstructionist Judaism. It is often defined as a Jewish movement that views Judaism as a progressively evolving civilization rather than religion, according to the Reconstructionist Jew.org.com. They have strong commitment to both tradition and the search for contemporary meaning. Lastly, we have Humanistic Jews. It is founded by American Rabbi Sherman White. According to their website, they offer connection to Jewish identity and community. They don't care whether you are atheist, agnostic, culturally Jewish. They just accepted you as who you are.
What is Islam? The word Islam means submission to the will of God. Followers of Islam are called Muslims. Muslims are monotheistic and worship one all-knowing God, who in Arabic is known as Allah. Followers of Islam aim to live a life of complete submission to Allah. The term Islam itself does not mean peace, but it implies that one finds peace or salam through submission. Islam is not a new religion. It is the same truth that God revealed to all his prophets throughout history. Islam is both a religion and a complete way of life. Muslims follow a religion of peace, mercy, and forgiveness that should not be associated with acts of violence against the innocent.
The 5 pillars are the core beliefs and practices of Islam. First, profession of faith. The belief that there is no God but God and Muhammad is the messenger of God, essential to Islam. Second, prayer. Muslims pray facing Mecca 5 times a day, at dawn, noon, mid-afternoon, sunset, and after dark. Prayers include a recitation of the opening chapter of the Quran, and after the prayer, a sermon focuses on a passage from the Quran, followed by a prayer by the Imam on the discussion of the particular religious topic. Third, alms. In accordance with Islamic law, Muslims donate a fixed portion of their income to the community members in need. Fourth, fasting. During the daylight hours of Ramadan, the 9th month of Islamic calendar, all healthy adult Muslims are required to abstain from food and drink. Fifth, pilgrimage. Every Muslim whose health and finances permit, it must make at least one visit to the holy city of Mecca and present-day Saudi Arabia.
Following are some of the key doctrines of Islam. Doctrines of Islam on God. First, there is only one God. Second, God is called Allah by Muslims. Third, Allah sees all things and present everywhere. Fourth, Allah is the sole creator and sustainer of the universe. Fifth, Allah is not a trinity but is one. Sixth, Allah is all-knowing and all-powerful. 7. Allah created the heaven and earth.
And the Islamic teachings on good and evil. However, one must need first to understand that Islam views life as a test of deciding between
many things and events which at first appear to be good may prove in the final outcome to be evil, and vice versa. True knowledge, that is knowledge which is subject to limitations, is only with God. The Quran clearly states that God is the only authority in defining good and evil. And there's a saying, follow the bad deed with a good deed to erase it, and engage others with a beautiful character.
Similarities of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. They all have holy places for worship. That is church, mosque, and synagogue for Christians, Muslims, and Jews respectively. They all believe in monotheism, which means they only believe in one God. They have holy books, the Bible for Christians, the Hebrew Bible and Torah for Jews, and Quran for Muslims. They believe in prophets. Jews believe in Moses and Abraham, and their descendants as God's messengers. Christians believe in Jeremiah and Isaiah, while Muslims believe in Jesus and Muhammad as God's prophets.
Religions because they worship the God of Abraham and his sons Ishmael and Isaac. They also emphasize morality and peace. But in Christianity, we have the 10 Commandments, Al-Amal Asali in Islam, and Torah in Judaism, which the main point is to worship God and follow the will of God. When it comes in rituals, Muslims have the Ramadan, Christmas celebrations in Christians, and Passover from Judaisms or Jews. They also believe in life after death, which the existence of resurrection and ascension of God, and even the process of purification.
The differences of the 3 religions, which are the Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. First is the Judaism. Judaism is the oldest surviving monotheistic religion. When we say monotheistic, it is the belief in the existence of one God. They are called as Ashkenazim in Germany and Eastern Europe, which means Hebrews and Yiddish in their spoken language. Jewish has 3 major movements, include Orthodox, Conservative Jews, and Reconstructionists. Christianity started as an offshoot of Judaism. It developed from major and minor splits. Christians in Middle East divided into 2 different sects, with difference in term and liturgical language, rituals, custom, and different leaders.
Jesus is the founder of Islam, developed from both Judeo-Christian tradition and cultural values, expanded and controlled by Byzantine Empire and Sasanian Empire, divided into different communities. Sufism is their mystical tradition, believe in Allah that sent his revelation, the Quran, observed and practiced the 5 principles of Islam. Lunar is their calendar and shift solar calendar. Count your beginnings with Muhammad moves from Mecca to Medina. It's labeled as Ano Higaray or the year of Hira. Festivals, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha.